In this video, we're going to go through the pros and the cons of living in Southern Highlands in Las Vegas, Nevada, and we're getting after it right now. If you're thinking of moving to Las Vegas or want to know what it's like to live in Las Vegas and making the move here, go ahead and hit subscribe, tap that bell for notifications, and you'll be the first in the know for everything that's going on here in Las Vegas and the Las Vegas real estate market. Hi, I'm Anthony. I'm a former attorney and real estate professional here in Las Vegas, and every day my team and I get calls, texts, and emails from people just like you looking to make their move to Las Vegas, and we absolutely love it. Look, if you're looking to move in the next 9 to 90 days, go ahead and shoot us a text, give us a call, send us an email, and we'd be more than happy to make your move as smooth as possible. So as I said, today we're going to talk about the pros and the cons of living in Southern Highlands in Las Vegas, Nevada. Now, Southern Highlands is a master plan community here on the southern tip of Las Vegas. It's a fantastic community. In fact, in 2021, it won the prestigious Best of Las Vegas Award for the master plan community here in Las Vegas. Now, the Best of Las Vegas awards are a big deal because they're actually voted on by locals. It's run by the Review Journal, which is the local newspaper. And winning that award means even the people who live here in Las Vegas, the locals, think that Southern Highlands is a fantastic place to live. And there's a lot of reasons for that. So let's go through a couple of the pros and a couple of the reasons why you may think twice about moving here. Okay, so pro number one. The first and biggest pro for moving to Southern Highlands is its location. It is the first exit as you're coming in on the 15 from California. It is right off of there on the first exit, St. Rose up to Blue Diamond. That area is the Southern Highlands master plan community. So if you're going back and forth and you still need to go back and forth to California and you're moving here from California, it's a great place to be because getting on that 15 and getting back to California is super easy. Not only that, but the 15 cuts through the middle of the Las Vegas, the city of Las Vegas and the Las Vegas area. So you are centrally located to everything that's going on in the Las Vegas area. If you want to get to Henderson, cool. It abuts you right to the east. If you need to go to Summerlin, cool. You just get on the 15 to the 215, which is one exit away, and you take that 215, a couple exits, and you're in Summerlin. It is just very centrally located. Now, if you work on the strip and you need to get to the strip or you work in downtown, you can get on that 15 and it's a short jaunt. You are literally right there. It is so centrally located, it has become a haven for people who work in the area to live. It is a fantastic area because of its location. So let's jump to pro number two. Pro number two. Now, you would expect this. It is a master plan community. It won the 2021 Best of Las Vegas Master Plan Community. So it has amenities like crazy. It has the Southern Highlands Golf Course, which is a private club that is a fantastic golf course. There's also a spa there. There's 7 parks, dog parks. There's a water park for the kids as well. And it's also very close and it has in it the Paseo biking and hiking trails. So if you love outdoor activities and you want to be close to all that, no problem. It's right there within your community. Now, in addition to that, there's 2 big marketplaces within the master plan community. One of them is the Southern Highlands Marketplace, and it has an absolutely amazing, huge, beautiful new Smith's. And if you're not familiar with Smith's and you're from California, Smith's is Ralph's. Ralph's and Smith are the same company, and so you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. It is just a beautiful store, and it's literally right there in the center of the community. Then you have another marketplace right down the way, and it also has a lot of great shops, a lot of good dining. In fact, in the Smith's parking lot, there is all the dining you could think about. There's also a fitness center there. There's a gym there. There's a McDonald's. There's banks there. there. There's literally everything you could think of. There is also a commercial center right in Southern Highlands. So if you are relocating and want to work right in Southern Highlands, there's a great office building right there in the master plan community as well. Everything is well taken care of. Everything is beautiful. Look, the houses go from about 400,000 right now on the MLS to just over 7 million right now. There are houses that are more expensive. They're just not available right now. So it's got a little bit of everything for everyone, but all of it has access and part of those great amenities. So let's move on to our third pro. The third pro, and this is part of the first two pros, because of its location and proximity to things like the Strip, and because it is close to everything in Las Vegas, and because it has such great amenities and great housing options, like I said, from great $400,000 options all the way up to the $7 million plus options, it's become a haven for celebrities to live. Some of the celebrities that have homes there: Shaquille O'Neal, Floyd Mayweather, Conor McGregor, Mark Andrew Fleury, Reggie Jackson has a home there. John Gruden, the former head coach of the Raiders, lives there because it's so close to Allegiant Stadium. It's so close to the Raiders training facility. So there's a lot of football players as well that live in the area because it is just such a nice area to live. So it is a star-studded area if you want to move to that type of area. There's a ton of celebrities that live in Southern Highlands, which is incredible because Southern Highlands is only 6,000 to 8,000 homes over the course of its full build. So it's not a lot of homes to attract that many celebrities who want to call that their home. So let's move on to our next pro. Pro number 4 is, like I said, homes, their resale homes are from 400,000 to 7 million or so currently on the market. But it's not fully developed yet. So there are a lot of new construction opportunities available as well. There's one of the builders there is Blue Heron. Blue Heron is a very upscale development, and they have multi-million-dollar homes on lots there that you can custom build to your suit. We can help you with that as well. So if you want a new build, there's a lot of that available, again, in all the price points, from the 400s all the way up into the multi-million dollar range, from a standard tract home all the way up into that super custom estate that you're looking for. So if you want new, no problem. If you want resale, no problem. There's availability for exactly what you're looking for. Let's move on to our next and final pro. And that is the pro of all pros for moving here to Nevada. And look, I talk about this one every time because it is that big of a deal. The state of Nevada has no state income tax. We get our tax base from a lot of the tourists and gaming. If you've come here as a tourist, I and the rest of the residents here and locals of Nevada and Las Vegas in particular want to thank you. Because of you, we get to save 10 to 14% on our tax bill every year. The 10% that you send to the state of California, the 14% that you send to the state of California, or your state in Washington, or your state in Oregon, or Illinois, or God forbid, New York, where it's even more, you don't have to pay that anymore. That gets money that you get to put back in your pocket, use for you and your family, and do what you want to do with it instead of giving it over to the state. We have enough money in the state to run everything. We have construction that keeps going. This is not a rundown state. It's just our taxes are paid from, we have the 41 million plus tourists a year who come just to Las Vegas, not including Reno and Tahoe and all those areas. And all that gaming revenue, all the conventions that come here, all the reasons that people love Las Vegas. This is the entertainment capital of the world, and there's a reason why we draw 41 million people a year here. And all of those people pick up the tab for the rest of the residents here. While we thank you for the past, I'd love to make you the beneficiary of that when you move here. So we'll go on how to do that. It's really easy. Just send me a text. Give me a call, book a Zoom call. It's super easy. There's a button down below or a link down below. Go ahead and click that and you'll get through and we'll get together and we'll talk about it. So those are some of the pros of living in Southern Highlands. And if you think there's a pros, you know what? Leave a comment below. I'd love to hear what you think about those pros, and if you can think of any others for moving to Southern Highland. But let's move on to a couple of the reasons why you may want to, I don't know, think a little bit more about moving to the Southern Highlands Master Plan community here in Las Vegas. So the con number one that you may want to think about is because it is so desirable of an area to live in, because there's only 6,000 to 8,000 homes in the area, and because it is a master plan community, you are going to be, in the most part, subject to an HOA and maybe a master plan community fee. However, Southern Highlands in particular has some of the most affordable HOA fees that I've seen throughout the valley. There's some of them that are incredibly expensive and some of them that are, you know, reasonable. And I would put Southern Highlands, for what you get for your money, as one of the more reasonable HOA fees in the Las Vegas area. I think it's a fantastic bargain. So yes, you are going to have to pay them. But look, 90% of the homes here in the Las Vegas area are covered by an HOA. So for the most part, you are going to pay it one way or another. But it is something to take into consideration when you're doing your budgeting. Number two, the other thing is, again, because it is so desirable, the per square footage home price there is a little bit higher than the average in Las Vegas. Like I said, there's a reason why so many people want to move there. There's a reason why all the celebrities live there. That location, those amenities, the quality of construction, all those things makes it a more exclusive, and because there are only 6,000 to 8,000 homes that are going to be built there over the course of its term, it is a little bit pricier. You know, we're not talking a lot, maybe a 10% difference or so to a comparable home in a different area, but it is on one of the more pricier sides of the Las Vegas area to live. For my money, I think it's a great place to invest in a home. I think it's a great place to live, first of all. And that's the number one priority. You want to be somewhere where you enjoy living, where you love to call home. And Southern Highlands, I think, has that for you. But you are going to pay a little bit of a premium for that. And our third potential con, and this is another one, kind of like taxes. It's all of the Las Vegas area. We have hot and cold here. Our temperatures tend to be somewhat extreme for several months of the year. During the summer, from the June through the September time, the temperatures do go quite a bit, and we have a lot of days over 100. In the winter, we do have some very cold days. We do have days in the 30s. Every couple of years or so, we do get a little bit of snow. Does it stick? No, but we call it a snowstorm and we have fun with it. And it's kind of cool when it does happen, and everybody loves to take the pictures because, look, this is a desert, but all of a sudden you've got snow everywhere. Kind of cool. But when it comes to the summer, some of the amenities that are in Southern Highlands, like I said, they have a really great water area for the kids. One of the parks there has a whole lot of water features to it that the kids love to go, and it's like a splash park, but plus. So it's a lot of fun there. The other thing is they have a big sports complex park. So, you know, during the summer, and actually during a lot of the year, you'll find sports going on. You'll find sports all year round here in Las Vegas. We have that ability, and don't think for a minute that the kids aren't going to go out there and play when it's hot outside, because they love all the team sports get played, all the individual sports get played. We play all year round here. But that being said, look, there's pools. There's a lot of indoor recreation at the hotels. There's pools at the hotels. There's pools in your home. There's pools in the communities. There's a lot of different things. We're built for the heat. And then during the winter, let me tell you about the winter. Okay, we have 300 plus days of sun here in Las Vegas. That's pretty awesome. If you are coming from maybe a Washington or an Oregon where, you know, you kind of get those winter blues, or maybe even a New York or an Illinois, and you get those winter blues, you come here. You look, our 35 to 45 degree temperatures aren't going to bother you, because right outside. That sun is blaring down on you and you're loving it. We do have temperature. We do have weather. It's just a fact of life, but there's a reason why we've grown to over 2 million people, why 41 million people flock here. It's just one of those things that we've learned to work around and deal with on a daily basis. Every place has their weather, every place has their issues, but what we don't have are natural disasters for the most part. Earthquakes aren't a very common occurrence. Hurricanes aren't a common occurrence. Tornadoes aren't a common occurrence. Your big snowstorms aren't a big occurrence here. So we do have weather, but it's manageable weather. All right, so I think I've given you a lot to think about. I'd say that Southern Highlands in particular is a definite more pros than cons. I would think that Southern Highlands would be one of the first places you want to look. And if you want to go learn more about it, take a look and maybe make your move there, like I said, just go ahead and contact me. My information is down below. My team and I will be more than happy to make it as easy and smooth as possible. So I hope you got value. And if I don't see you here in the neighborhood, I'll see you on the next video. Thanks.